Today's a special episode. We have not only an announcement, but we have a great night tonight. So tonight is the first ever live album listen that we'll get into around roughly I'd say 6:30, something like that. But we have in the building. He's making his comeback.
The return.
The return. You just heard his voice. Calculated Risk, the man behind the Risk Takers.
Yes, sir.
We got him here in the building. It's been how long?
I've been out the game for 10 years, man. My last project was 15 years ago, but I've been out the game for 10 years. Just, perfecting the craft, getting everything set, building the team. You know what I'm saying? Just getting everything ready for the motions. I always knew this day was going to come.
Yeah.
I just didn't know what day.
And it's really crazy, too, because, we just we ran across each other, actually, at a music festival I was hosting that we've talked about, Season Fest. Shout out Wavy, Wavy and Fresh and all the fam, Keys and all those boys out there. And we just vibed, we hit it off. They were on my stage. I introduced them, and I actually then brought my boy onto the freestyle contest, and he actually ended up taking the win on that. So shout out to Mercutio X. You know who you are.
Yeah, shout out Merc-X, man.
Yeah, Merc, you out there. I know you listening. So, yeah, shout out to our boy. But without further ado, just really quick, I want to thank our sponsors. And when I say our sponsors, not only is it KQBH out here, we now have a official clothing line sponsor coming all the way out over near, just a nice little tucked away part of LA, good culture, good everything, and I got my boy Kuya from Hippie sponsoring us, and shout out to you, man. If you need, I'm talking really creative, edgy, just different streetwear, you're trying to pull up and people are going to be like, damn, I want that. You DM us or you go over and you hit Hippie 310 and you go over and you tap in with them. Put your orders in. You can go on our page, hit the link tree in our bio, and it's going to go right to their Instagram page. The official streetwear sponsor of LA Lifestyle is Hippie, guys. Make sure you go support. These guys are doing it for what it means, giving back to the community type thing. Just like Risk is over here with that calculated risk.
Yeah,
but the
man.
second announcement that we do have for all our listeners on air is, it's a fun one. So, Risk, you part of your revamp plan, you decided to not only revamp everything you're doing, but bring a more label mindset to this.
Yeah. I've always been single set mindset, just thinking about what I'm doing, what I'm pushing forward, what I'm doing with myself and my career and all that. And it took me a long way really fast. And then I took a long break just to go over my break real quick. My son was born. I wanted to be a dad,
Yeah.
So I stepped away from everything. I was thinking it was gonna be a year or two, take a little while off. Shit turned into a decade, man. Turned into a decade. I don't know how time goes that fast. This year, I blinked and it was over. But yeah. So anyways, I came back with a different mind state. Gotta bring a team on. You know what I'm saying? Not just a couple homies like I used to do it. Just a real close circle. All that. Expand. So right now we at about 10 artists. We might be at a dozen artists by maybe a couple days. I'm talking to a few people.
Yeah.
But Risk Takers, man. We're really doing something different. We're trying to take over.
The fun thing about that, one of those 10 artists is yours truly, PvP.
Yeah.
We locked in, so we got officially, like I've been telling y'all, you keep asking me when I'm dropping, well, it's official. Pure Dope's coming out August 16th, 2024. It's going to be a 2-disc, 16-track album. Deluxe is going to be 20 tracks. Going to have Risk on there. We're going to have Mercutio X. We're going to have a couple other big names on there. It's going to be a heavy hitting album for a debut, so make sure you tap in with us. I'm not the only one out here bringing heat. Who else do we got so far on the label?
I'd hate to miss names. I had it written down earlier, but let's see. All right, so we got PvP holding us down on the airwaves, and he's about to get cracking on some tracks. Merc-X, Mercutio. We was talking about him in the freestyle thing. He killed my competition, so we went ahead and gave him some studio time, and then as he was coming in through the studio time, vibed out, got to hear some music, got to do some music together. So, might as well bring him on the team.
That was crazy too, because what I told you, what the big thing about that was is when I had handed him that microphone, I remember it was just it was crazy, bro. It was like something was revamped in us, but then y'all were like, damn, these cats are doing their thing. You know what I mean? And you have versatility on the label, and that's what's crazy. You're gonna get a different album from every artist.
Oh yeah, we only said 2. We got a slew of artists. So we got you and Merc, myself, got my boy Brody right here. He in the studio with us. The homie Jay Smooth, my boy Zone Marley. Let me see. We got my boy TK, a new Spanish artist I just brought on last night. No.
Let's go.
Yeah, then we got our affiliate risk takers who have their own deals with different managements, different labels, but they coming together and joining the risk takers, help pump some stuff out. I'm doing albums for M16 the Great out of IE, Young Miss, my boy Blueprints. Who else? Mr. CR. I'm big on the underground scene. Monstro. You know, I'm doing albums for a lot of people, and then we got our in-house risk takers. But at the end of the day, we all risk takers because we all pushing the brand. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, shit. I came from the Bay Area, and I decided to take a risk to start a brand.
Yeah.
And now I'm with the risk takers, so it must mean something, right?
Yeah. Everything happens for a reason, man. This road we all go down.
Just so we can, dive in a little bit more to what you got going on. You know, you're a father, you're a family man. You know, you chose to step away. Where are you from? First off, let people know where really you be from.
Yeah, the 562 baby, Santa Fe Springs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Near Whittier, where the girls are prettier.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Santa Fe Springs, where risk is still king. You know what I mean? But I've been holding it down for a minute. Been holding it down. You know, I started when I was 15 years old.
Shit, I think Joe Gibbs went to Santa Fe Springs High School. No cap.
Really?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I was there for a short period of time.
For sure. So what was it like growing up? So during your time in Santa Fe Springs, like what made you who you are today? You know, like what really made take risks?
Man, risk has been risk since I was like 11. But just streets, the homies, living the life. But about when I was like 15 is when I really started rapping. Because I was kicking with the battle rappers, and they all started clowning me one day. I said, watch, I'm going to figure it out, and I'm going to come back. And I did. So then from there, I went on Power 106. I was running Power 106 for like months. I was an undefeated champ till they shut the show down on the Wakeup. Couldn't nobody beat me, man. So then they did me kind of dirty on that. But then I ended up on the Wakeup show with King Tech. So it's all been kind of like things bouncing off each other, you know what I mean?
And with Power 106 and the Wakeup show, like your momentum at the time, what year are we talking? Like when was this? Like, because I'm new to LA, so I know Power 106 is like one of the more powerhouses of hip hop radio out here. So like when was this? Like 07?
No, that was 106 was between 05 and 07, and then Wakeup show was 08.
Okay, for sure. And so Wakeup show, who's that again?
King Tech.
King Tech. Okay.
Yeah, King Tech.
And so
shout out King Tech. He real talk. He was one of the realest people in the industry that I've met. He took a kid, bro. I wasn't even legal. A kid.
I wasn't even legal.
Just off the premise that I could spit, and I was killing people every single battle. I was all over the place, bro. I was doing tours, shows, all that stuff at 15, 16 years old. But King Tech, he got word through another homie at 106, Mufasa. Shout out Foz. And that's how they linked me. I got a call one night, like 11 o'clock. It was King Tech.
That's always how it goes.
Yeah, I didn't believe it. He's like, yeah, spit some. So why am I gonna spit some? Man, who are you? And then Foz said, hey man, you go his deep voice. If anybody remembers Power 106 back in the day, you got Foz. Hey yo, what's going on? He got a real deep voice. but yeah, he got on the phone like, oh man, this is real. So I just spit, and then Tech was like, all right, I'm gonna give you a time and a date. Be there. So all right, cool. So just rolled up. Power 106, man. He showed me a lot of love. Had me in the studio.
Let's get it.
Played my music, and it was big for me at the time, man. But momentum was dope. Like I performed with every big artist that I idolized and grew up listening to. I either performed with them, worked with them in the studio, or just got to know them and talk every once in a while. Types.
Yeah, I was super lucky when I was doing shows, trying to get some momentum. Like 2 years ago when I first moved down here, I was always a big Shoreline Mafia fan, so I got Phoenix Flex and OGZ right off the belt, and those were my first two. So I was like, I'm here for a reason, so let's keep it going, So, but with that though too, being out in the 562, what's the rap scene out like out there? Like, cause I live out there. I live in Norwalk. That's where I live. So like, I'm in that similar area, Stomping Grounds, Carmenita, Rosecrans, like the whole thing. Like, what was the hip hop scene like in the 2000s in Santa Fe Springs? Like, were there people throwing shows?
Yeah, it was at that time there was a lot of battle rap. That's when battle rap was at its peak. I want to say. Right now it's big. Like, there's a lot of big battle rap outlets and all that stuff.
I remember like on MTV when I was like 7 years old, you would watch the battle rap shows.
But I'm talking about even down to the local level. Battle raps were popping. There used to be different like hookah lounges in Orange County that I was running champ every week, and then the radio champ, and then like there was different functions. I remember near like Santa Fe High, there was little businesses that would put on stuff once a month or something like that, and it's just every battle I could find, I was there because that's all there was back in the day. It was battle. It was battle rap everywhere. There was shows and
like
stuff.
Slim Shady 8 Mile battle rap, or just like,
basically like that crowd, like a warehouse full of people.
And you're like, I'm either gonna be fire or I'm gonna be booed off the stage.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Okay. So all in all my battle passes, like especially because that was all.
Have you ever won Project Blowed?
I've only battled at Project Blowed one time, and it was just a one-off. It wasn't like a competition. Actually, my only battle at Project Blowed was with Dumbfounded. That was dope. Yeah, so
Let's go.
it went good. It went good. It was kind of he had the house, you know, that was his home.
Yeah.
I was a guest. So but no, it was a dope battle, man. But I
mean,
mess with a lot of Project Bloat MCs. Actually, two of the people I'm doing projects for right now, like I mentioned, Mr. CR and Monstro, they're both Project Bloat MCs. So I got I got a wide range. We got some commercial artists. We got the Spanish side. We got some trap. We got some
Bay.
Yeah, we got the Bay. We were all over the place, bro. We got all kinds of genres. We got conscious. We got lyrical. We got radio. Like, bro, risk takers. It's gonna be the year of the risk takers. 2024.
Are we gonna do a risk takers compilation album?
Yeah, it's gonna be called We Are Risk Takers.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm already working on it. I've been working on that baby for a minute. Thank you,
Let's
sir.
go.
Brody came in with
You
the
gotta
beverage.
you gotta sneak me and Mark X on the same track.
Yeah.
We'll do a risk Mark X and PvP track to be hard.
You have no idea how crazy the squad is right now. Like you only know a couple of guys.
Well, I know a few, but I've actually, because from your album I was looking people up off the track listing, and I was like, cause I'm bored. Like,
Yeah.
I listen to music. I like hip hop, so I was like, when I heard it, like I went to M16s, I was like okay.
Hey, M16,
I was
Big
like-
Belly Boss, man. He
I
holds
was
it
like
down.
I was like, all right, I'm. This
Hey,
is it.
M16 got lucky too, cause that was
What?
no, I'm done. No, let me get to it. M16 got lucky, cause one of the hardest tracks on my album, I just handed it to him. Say, here, bro, let me get a verse. And that's actually the one M16's on. There you go. Is probably like one of the heaviest hitting tracks on the album.
Yeah.
It just bangs. As soon as it comes on, you feel the energy. So everyone gonna hear it in a second.
So let's break it down though, because we're lining up. We got about 15 minutes
Yup.
till we play this album. I know I'd say about 10.
Yeah.
But what can people expect tonight when they're listening to this? What can people expect from this calculated risk? You said it's exactly 30 minutes.
Yeah.
How many tracks? 11? 10?
10 tracks, 2 skits, so 12 total.
Okay, for sure. So that's a great running time. And how many solo tracks? How many feature tracks? Like,
The only one I'm soloed on is my intro.
okay.
Yeah. So,
I like
so my
that, though.
idea with this
Collab.
album was, I've been gone for so long. I want to come back, but I don't want to give you everything. I want people to want more.
This is a taste of
Yeah.
what is to come for 2024
Yeah.
and beyond.
2024 is gonna be a very beastie year. Not only all my artists that are gonna drop albums. Like, we got enough artists to drop an album every single month for the month of for the year 2024.
I like that, bro. When I was talking to you, you're like, well, shit, you feel August, so that works out. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because I already got January through June booked.
Yeah,
And
and
now
then
we're
but
just
the
figuring
thing
it
is,
out.
we're gonna be promoting samplers and singles too.
Yeah.
So I'll drop a pure dope sampler.
Yeah.
We'll get the 2 fire singles going on that one. But what really brought you back, man? Like, cause I know I met you at a time, and then I looked at what everything y'all had going on, and I was like, where is everything? Kind of
Yeah.
like. But then you explained to me, you're like, you chose to be a dad, which is great
Yeah.
because I just became a father. I have a 3-month-old daughter.
Congratulations.
And I was like, okay, that's cool. I get that. Like,
Yeah.
that's fine, man. Family over everything. But what in your I still got it.
Yeah, well, for me, it's I left at the peak of my career. I left when I was doing my biggest shows. Like, my last show
And you
was.
still have those connections.
I still have every connection, yeah, and even more now because the past 10 years, all I did was just
Get better.
All I did was perfect my craft.
You did 10 years, and then you just did like another 10 years just to
Yeah.
like solidify the 10 years. Now you got 20 years.
Yeah, well, like I said, my thing was I left at the peak, right?
Yeah.
So there was a lot of opportunities on the table for what I was looking at, but what I walked away from. You know what I'm saying? So, like, at the end of my tour, my biggest show was Club Nokia, LA Live, sold out. Me,
Damn.
Bone Thugs, DJ Quick, Dog Pound, Collie Buds. Like, no
Collie Buds.
Yeah, no opening act.
Shout out.
It was just the big dogs. You know what I'm saying?
When I go to the reggae festival,
my green room was right between DJ Quick and Bone Thugs.
How old are you?
Right now or back then?
Back then.
Oh, back then, what year was that? That was 2015, 9 years. I was like 27.
I'm 27,
Yeah.
so you were like at that like peak of your development growth. Like, enjoy these next 2 years, and then your body's gonna shut down.
Well, because all my childhood was just running around battling. Like, that's all I ever. And then all right, so my battle circuit ended about like when I was 18, 19. Then I started getting into ghostwriting, ghost producing, working with labels, artists, and all that stuff. But I never got the credit. I just got the money. So a few years, I started getting back into my own stuff. Then by the time that comes, my son's born. So it's like, am I gonna be a rapper or am I gonna be a dad? Because I didn't have no dad growing up. So I'm like, do I want to do this to this guy, or do I want to be there like 100% of the time?
Huh.
So I just chose, I walked away from everything. I canceled my next shows and just kind of took everything off social media, went ghost, got rid of IG back then, Facebook, all that shit, all the music, iTunes, everything, YouTube, anything you could find. The risk was gone, man. A whole transformation. I thought it was only take me 2 years.
You went off the grid like that.
Off the grid, bro.
Damn,
off the grid.
It's like almost like you were growing dope in Humboldt.
Yeah. Everything changed though, man. I was big. I was like.
But hey, you know what though? I applaud you for that, because you know what? Like, I'm out here trying to get that 10-year card, or trying to get that like almost like not verification, but you got to have something.
Yeah. Well, for me, my name holds a lot of weight. So like a lot of people, as the mainstream, most people who just tune in, they gonna know who I am. But if you go in the industry, people who do this and people who are relevant and matter, if you're really trying to do this for a living, they know me. I could walk up in a lot of places. It's just I'm so low key about everything, you know what I mean? But I'm not about to be. 2024, I'm about to be all up in everyone's face.
Well, the 562 is a low key place.
Yeah, Santa Fe Springs is like a 4-block radius.
It's industrial.
Yeah.
Like there is some housing out there near the city hall, but like no, like when you think about it, you treat it like Vernon, California.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's like
There's
nothing. There's nothing. You got to go to the neighboring cities to really get something popping. But I love my city, man. Santa Fe Springs, it made me. Santa Fe Springs is. Oh
no, I like the reason why I like over there, like Whittier, Norwalk. We'll talk a little LA here. We got LA lifestyle. Just a reminder too, we're on KQBH LP in Los Angeles, California, 101.5 FM, a community service of Boyle Heights Arts Conservatory, broadcasting live on your FM dial and streaming on LPFM.LA.
That's right. And he definitely did not read that.
Ah.
Yeah, but like to square back to what we were talking about though, we get off track. I tend to do that.
Yeah, no, it's all good. I gotta do the radio. Like I gotta let people know.
No. I just wanted to answer your question before we move too far. Like what brought me back, aside from like whatever, is just my son's big now. He's 8 years old now, so I'm just like, all right.
Shit, I got a 3-month-old daughter, and I'm acting like I gotta have a bag right now.
Yeah, no, that's how you gotta get that bag, man. It's 2024. There's too much crazy stuff going on.
It's a form of like, how do I say it? You wanna be able to show that you can do something.
Yeah. So that's what I'm showing with this year. The strength of not only what I could do, but what everyone around me can do when we come together. So my biggest talent, like I could do everything in the studio. Whatever you need, I could do it. But my biggest talent above anything is being able to bring people together and get people on the same page. So it's hard enough to bring a small duo or trio rap group together to get them on the same page. I got about almost a dozen artists, and we all got the same goal right now. Everybody's agreed on one common factor, that we all got to win. So that's the driving. That's what's driving us right now, man. And all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the bar. I'm gonna set the bar. I'm gonna get the motion rolling with my album dropping in less than 6 hours on everything. It'll be live everywhere.
Yeah. Hey, and guys, I'm just gonna say this. Like, you gotta understand. Like, I'm PvP. I paint bigger pictures. We out here from the Bay. But the amount of risk, and I even said it to this guy when I asked him. I said, "Are you willing to take the risk?" But that's what it's about.
Yeah.
He sees something in me. I see something in him. And right here, you already know. This is the Risk Takers Takeover on 101.5 tonight. And we're going to be getting into this album here pretty soon. We got Mercutio X on here. We got M16. And what was the one track that when I was there that one night, who was the homie in there?
Which one?
When we were there with Mark, and then you dropped a couple.
Man, I can't even remember. There's too many nights in the studio. I'm there every night.
I mean, you said you were there until 6 a.m. yesterday?
Oh, that was one with Brody. Yeah, they signaled it to me.
Did you cook up some fire, or?
Oh, a new track. I thought you meant the one that. Every time we're in there, we cook up fire. Yeah. I'm in album mode for everybody now. I've been in album mode for myself for a while.
If I could ask one more question, or getting in here before we're gonna get to this.
Yep.
What could you suggest to anybody trying to get into, say, battle rap or freestyle rap? Like, what is the key ingredient?
Oh man, just don't get discouraged.
But when you say don't get discouraged, like it's more than that. Like just say whatever you want. Like what goes into that? Like
at the end of the day, battle rap is still it's the same in essence. You could say whatever. Nothing's off limits. You know what I mean? Like you could say whatever you want. It's just about you making your delivery. And you understanding your audience so you get the right response if it's a live battle. But you got to really understand your delivery. If you deliver it right, it doesn't matter what you say, it's going to come off hard. But if you don't, just don't get discouraged. Do it again. You might do it better the next time.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Like start with something, look at it, analyze it,
Yeah.
maybe get some advice, and then run it back. Like,
Yeah.
right.
People do all kinds of spiels and all that about advice.
Oh, I wrote this song
yeah.
7 times.
Yeah,
Like,
no. I'm talking about like advice though. You'll hear people do long spiels and all. I'm like, man, just don't stop. That's really the only thing you got to do. It don't matter what it is you're doing. Just do it again. If you messed up or you suck, you'll get better. Do it again. Keep doing it until you don't suck, and then you'll see the difference in how everyone responds to what you're doing.
Yeah, and so like even with you, what sets you apart? Like when obviously you write raps, you know, battle rap, you're versatile in every type of subgenre when it comes to hip hop. What do you prefer? Pan or freestyle?
I prefer freestyle.
What is it about freestyle? I mean, for me, I prefer freestyle just because it's more raw, it's rugged. Like that's hip hop, like on the spot improvisation. You know, like show who you are as an artist. You know.
Yeah, well, it depends on the artist. Some people can't freestyle, but they could write the dopest verse you've ever heard in your life. Some people can't write at all, but you throw them in the booth and they'll knock it out. You know what I mean? So it really just depends on the artist. But for me personally, I like all my past albums were pure freestyle. This one I got down and I wrote and I did a little bit
could kind
hybrid
of tell
both.
like kind of how it was like not repetitive, but like you could tell there was like some transition or some bridges, like some chorus, like more verse, like little hook. You know, like you're like kind of sending it. You know.
Well, because I used to just bar out. I used to just try to give
you
you
would
the
just
bars.
look at stuff and be like, yo. Phone on the table. That's right. We act this, you know, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's fun though because when you can do that though, I'm sorry, I think that proves more of who you are as a creative than being able to sit down because you can write a bar and walk away.
Yeah.
When you spit a 16, it's all within 45 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to curate that on the spot.
Yep.
So you could write a 16. Like there's times I write verses and it takes me a week.
Mm-hmm.
That's just real, like, you know, I got writer's block or I got a beat that's got a hard pocket, like, you know, that's just real stuff. But being able to curate that or even bar out, like you say, maybe bar out and do a 64 and just go like crazy for 3 minutes straight. You just take over the beat at the college frat party, right? The homie's got it on his iPhone and then you're just like, no one else can have it.
Oh no, yeah, I've done my longest battle was in like 2010 at some XM radio station. I battled some dude for 2.5 hours. He's from the Bay. He was like one of the best battle rappers out.
What's
period.
his name?
Kalian. He don't do it no more. He been done for like probably since then. since then. Yeah, but he was the best battle rapper I've ever faced up against. Man, he was dope. Met him. I used to do repetitive battles.
Is he better than Locksmith?
Honestly, in his prime, yeah. Kalian was probably one of the hardest battle rappers I've ever met, and I'm very proud to say.
Who do you think would win, him or Eminem?
Oh, Eminem. I gotta go with Eminem, bro. Eminem would just. He'll just say.
I know the Bay's not really known for battle rap. They're known for more like bars.
Yeah, no, but
Hyphy getting
he was a
turned.
beast, man. I was like 16 years old at UC Irvine. They had a radio station over there, Jump Off, and
You said UC Irvine?
Yeah, UC Irvine, the college campus. They had a radio station over there. I think it was like 88.9.
Low dial FM shit.
Yeah, since the segment was called Jump Off. But yeah, they used to have battles and all that. So I just found my way over there. Somebody told me about it. So all right, let me go over here. And I was running it for a while. But yeah, I met a lot of dope people over there too. Shout out to the old school people, man.
And
I've been around for a minute.
Yeah, no, he's been around. I mean, he took a little pause. He took a little break, but he's out here. That's right, waiting for the California earthquake.
Yeah, hey, but Calculated Risk is the best project I've ever got my hands on, hands down. Everyone else is going to get that same energy on all their projects, but anything I've done in the past project-wise, full album, all that, singles I've thrown out, man, Calculated Risk is the best body of work I've ever created in my life. And if I'm going to come back, this is exactly how I want to come back.
And we're going to be DJing throughout it. You know, I'm going to be introducing tracks coming up. I'm going to be, you know, doing my thing.
Yeah.
We're out here. We're going to be kicking it live in studio. We're gonna keep it on while it's playing. So we're just going to be chilling, doing our vibe, like talking about it. Like I'll be asking questions. We're going to let them listen, but no, we're just going to run. We're going to run it. We're going to catch a vibe.
Yeah, it's all right if we interrupt it because, you know, it's going to be streaming at midnight everywhere. So
Hey, but really quick though, before we get into this, we are actually just going to take a quick intermission, and I'll come back on air here in a little bit. But I'm always known for this, you know. I'm Mr. Oh yeah, I mean whatever, you know. We out from the Bay. Hey, R.I.S.K 707. Can you say it for me backwards? Hey, let's go. So, shout out to my dog 40. I always play this every intermission. I remember the hyphy movement, and if we're gonna be thankful for something, going into this new year, I'm still thankful for the hyphy movement. You know why? Because hyphy won't die till I die. You busy.